she looks out the window and she sees a vehicle, which is a Avalon. It's a silver Honda Odyssey vehicle. I'm sorry, it's an Odyssey. So she sees this vehicle driving off. Now I want you to understand how traumatized she is. She has no idea what's going on, but she's able to give us this information, and she also is able to tell us that the person that got into that car was wearing a gray sweatshirt and a mask. Detectives really start to dig into what happened, and what they learn is the suspect arrives at the location with Panera Bread food. There's some broccoli soup and some other items, and when the victim opens the door, suspect starts to fire immediately. So they go to a local Panera Bread location, which is about a mile and a half from the scene, and they see the suspect, enter the Panera Bread, go to the where the food delivery stand is located, where Uber Eats and DoorDash, goes to that location at Panera Bread, grabs some food, and leaves. Doesn't pay for it. It's not hers. She just decides this is going to be her way to the front door. We have a license plate reader that picks up the suspect's car. So the detectives start to dig what kind of car does the ex-wife have. Now, mind you, the suspect and the victim have been divorced 11 years. There are some custody issues involved in this divorce long ago. There seems to be issues with child support. The suspect owes the victim about $4,000 that we find out in child support. So she becomes our primary target, and she, ironically, owns a silver Honda Odyssey. We pick her up coming across the Skyway on LPR. We pick her up on an LPR heading back to Citrus County, which is where she lives. We pick her up in Hernando County after the shooting. So we travel to this location in Citrus County. Now the suspect is Susan Erica Avalon. She's the ex-wife of our victim. Like I said, 10 years, 11 years. She lives in Citrus County. He lives in Manatee County. Really no law enforcement interaction between the two that we can find. So we get to the house in Citrus County and we see her car. The car that we believe is the vehicle involved in this homicide. We sit waiting for Citrus County to assist us. We're writing the search warrant, doing all the necessary paperwork that we have to do to be able to go into this home and talk to the suspect. She comes out. She comes out of the house with bleach and cleaning rags. Gets into the silver Odyssey and begins to wipe down the car. We approach her. Detectives let her know that they are there to speak about her ex-husband. She says, which one? We only know of one. He starts to make comments that he's a child abuser, he's a molester, just talking about all these problems that she's had with this ex-husband. She thinks we're there from Hillsborough County. He thinks my detectives are Hillsborough County detectives. Detectives are trying to figure out exactly what she's talking about, where she's going. They talk to her live-in boyfriend, who says that recently she found the location of our victim. She told him yesterday that in case something happens to her, that she loved him and she just wanted him to know that. He said that was kind of out of character for her. We start to dig into this second ex-husband that we know nothing about. And we find that she was married again after the marriage to our victim, and that this ex-husband lives in Tampa. So we send detectives to Tampa. We have them, we have Tampa PD look for this location that we've determined in Hillsborough County. Tampa PD goes to this location, and the person who lives there, this ex-husband, doesn't answer. We make contact with them again. We say, hey, we're hearing that she's got issues. She's got beef with both these ex-husbands. Please, search hard. They do. They find that there's damage to the rear door. Tampa PD goes into this residence in Tampa. This second ex-husband has also been shot and killed. And what we find out is we're talking to the live-in boyfriend is that when she returns home, she is wearing that gray sweatshirt that we see on the camera. She goes into the shower with the clothes on. She doesn't say anything to him about killing her two ex-husbands. She just tries to clean up and get rid of any evidence inside the car that she can before we finally detain her. We don't know why yesterday was the day that she decided to take this action. But what we believe happened is that she left Citrus County that morning. She traveled into Hillsborough County. She killed the first victim, which is her second ex-husband. She came across the Skyway into Manatee County. She went to the Panera Bread where she took the items that we discussed and went to her second ex-husband's, or her first ex-husband's home, the second victim, and knocked on the door and shot him. And that's what we know right now. So we are waiting. We're working with the Tampa PD. They are investigating their homicide. Our detectives are working with them to make sure that we have all the information they need, and they have any information from us that they need. So we're still working this. It's an active investigation. He's been charged with second-degree homicide with the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. I don't know what Tampa is going to charge her with. We will be seeking the death penalty, a first-degree homicide charge on her. We'll work with the state attorney to convene a grand jury to see that happens. But that's where we're at right now. Any questions?
Shooting and killing both her
Yes.
ex-husbands yesterday?
Susan Avalon is accused of killing two of her ex-husbands yesterday. First in Hillsborough County, and then coming into Manatee County and killing our victim.
Do you have any idea, I know you talked about child support, if they were estranged, any idea why she might have done this?
Yeah, I don't know why yesterday was the day. We know that she had a current court hearing with our victim in October about child support. She was not paying the child support that she was court ordered to pay. Like I said, she owed about $4,000 in back child support. I think she was supposed to pay $200 before a certain date in December, or they were going to suspend her driver's license. But other than that, we don't really know.
Nothing that you could find out. Husband or ex-husband, does she have any sort of history?
We do have some prior cases. She had a case in Virginia, and we'll get that to you. We back in 2004, she had a child abuse arrest in Virginia, and she had some cases dropped that were child abuse related in Tampa and Pasco County. But other than that, nothing really extensive. It was all related to child custody and some type of child abuse cases that she had going on at the time with her ex-husbands. It was.
I asked how brazen this crime was that happened in broad daylight in Manatee County, 3 p.m. People were around.
It doesn't get any more brazen than this. This is a very active neighborhood. 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday, kids coming home from school. A lot of activity, as you could imagine, right, in that area. So she didn't seem to care.
And then add on top of that, there's another alleged homicide to use anything like this in your career?
Nothing like this. Nothing that's really like domestic related where a wife or a husband just decides that, he's going or she's going to end the lives of two people that they once loved. Nothing like this.
Do you know where this happened? The other Tampa, the other husband, where that was?
I don't know the exact location. We want to respect Tampa's investigation, so they would have all that information for you.
Does the investigation in Tampa have any role in what kind of charges you guys file?
No, there'll be separate investigations. We will ask the state attorney, like I said, to convene a grand jury and to go after first-degree murder charges. We believe this is premeditated. She knew what she was doing. It was planned, and she came here to kill her ex-husband.
Is Avalon in custody in Manatee County, Citrus County?
She's in Citrus County right now. Exactly. It's different to say the least. This is bizarre. This is not something you would expect, especially in a neighborhood, like I said, that's so active, so many people around. We've got video cameras of her coming into the community, leaving the community. The time stamps are solid, and she didn't seem to care about that. She did have on, like I said, like a surgical mask. She was trying to hide her identity somehow, but it didn't work. I mean, we have, right now, I think we have about 5 children involved between the two ex-husbands. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them. I mean, this is devastating. This is devastating to these families, and I wish she would have been thinking about that before she committed these acts.
She thought they were from Tampa area. I guess, how has interaction been with her? Has she been cooperative?
She's not talking now. She's not saying anything to our detectives. We are getting the information we need from her living boyfriend. He's given us a lot of information about her attitude that day. She was when she got back from the shootings. Basically, she had some derogatory comments that she made about both of her ex-husbands. So whatever mindset she was in at the time is still not known to us, why she chose this state.
Case now spreads multiple counties. How do you work in partnership with Citrus and Tampa?
We have great detectives, and we work with these agencies all the time, and we work very well together. So, we will let the Tampa detectives do their investigations. We will work ours independently, and then we will communicate with each other if they need something from us or we need something from them. In Citrus County, I want to thank Sheriff Vincent for his team, because they were ready to assist us. They were there with their SWAT team in case we needed to go in and search the residence. So we still have to search the vehicle, which is still in Citrus County. So we've got the search warrant in hand for that. So we have not found the murder weapon yet. So that's our goal right now, is to try to gather all the evidence that's inside that vehicle. Whatever y'all need. All right, thank y'all. Well, Merry Christmas. All right, God bless y'all.
Spoke with Joanne Lewis, Tampa PD.
Yeah.
She's going to put something out.
She went to Panera after.
No, she went to Panera before. She went.
Panera,
She was
then
that was her disguise.
Okay.
So she goes through that front door, kind of like like a DoorDash, right?
Yeah.
With her mask on and Panera bread bag and everything, and then when he opens the door, then that's when she fires the first shot.
And then the Tampa one we think happened after.
We think the Tampa one happened before. We think that she came out of Citrus County, hit Tampa, came across the Skyway into Manatee, and then went back I-75 all the way to Citrus.
Do you know that neighborhood?
Heritage Harbor, no, I mean, one side is, though, Not that part. That part is not. Yeah. It's a huge, let me tell you, it's a huge community. We're talking about parks, we're talking about kids on bicycles, we're talking about not a place you would go if you were trying to hide your identity.
Do you mind sharing the exact? No, it's at $7,000.
There's, yeah, martial law comes into play here. We've been trying to respect that, but gonna get out. Yeah.